As the world continues to adapt in the use of social media and technological advances, so too do other businesses, and that includes legal areas.
Here with the inside info on how that and other digital evidence are being used in cases, our founder of the defense firm, Ryan Helmick, and from My Vegas magazine, Laura Damien. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Pleasure. I mean, obviously something that's expanding, ever changing. But Laura, why did you guys at My Vegas magazine choose Ryan to be the person, the best person to speak to about this?
Well, I think everyone should know who Ryan Helmick is. He's a pretty big deal. He's been featured on A&E, and he's worked on some pretty high-profile cases. And just his commitment and passion inside the courtroom is what stood out to us. So I think, we wanted to highlight him to our readers.
Perfect.
Yeah. Ryan, how has Las Vegas become so much more advanced in detecting criminal activity with regards to legal cases?
Well, one of the biggest things is that Las Vegas is one of the most technologically advanced law enforcement environments in the country. And so they have so many things technologically wise that law enforcement is using now. And I'll give you one example, which is probably the biggest thing. It's called Fusion Watch. So I want you to picture like the Situation Room, a CIA hub, where there's screens everywhere, and there's local law enforcement and federal law enforcement and a whole bunch of people working together. And it covers a lot of the city in regard to live feed, facial recognition, license plate reading, gunshot detection. I mean, every type of advancement you can think of right now. So that's probably one of the biggest things that I have been seeing in a lot of cases that I do.
Yeah, you've handled thousands of cases over the last 14 years. Have you personally noticed an increase in digital evidence being used, as social media's ramped up and as, AI and collective information's ramped up from a digital standpoint? 100%.
Probably over the last 6-7 years, really. I mean, I have cases literally where they can, well, first of all, most cases, believe it or not, nowadays are caught on camera, caught on video.
Yeah.
You literally see the crime taking place because you have a camera in almost every house nowadays, right? The Ring camera, whatever you have. And they even have cameras inside where the crime takes place inside the house. But going back to what you were saying, there's a lot of cases where literally they can monitor the individual, the suspect's movement from a restaurant to one street corner to another street corner, from a Tesla car. I mean, all over until the actual crime is committed, and then back to where they were fleeing.
Right.
Yeah. We've all seen the fictional shows and movies where they mention these cell phone tower pings as a way that they, found the culprit, if you will. But in reality, what are the uses for that when it comes to criminal cases?
Right. This has been going on for a little while, but it's super relevant as well. The importance of it is it gives you a proximity of where the suspect may be at in regard to where the crime scene is. It'll give you a radius, usually within a density that's a few blocks or so, city blocks. When you get into the suburban area, outside of the strip or something like that, 1 or 3 miles, and then you get into the rural, it could be several miles. But what law enforcement does is they don't always use just one tower. Sometimes they'll use multiple towers, and there'll be a radius here, radius here, radius here, kind of all connected, and try to put the pinging of that individual's cell phone within the proximity of the crime to show that they were there or very close. And it shows also what they did afterwards.
Yeah. Social media, of course, is a huge part of most people's lives this day. That it's the first thing they check, the last thing at night as well. How is that altering criminal cases? And, when someone deletes a post or deletes a picture, is it truly ever deleted?
No. It limits access to it, but law enforcement is able to dive into it. Snapchat's one of the biggest things because people think that, well, Snapchat, it came up like that and it's gone. Well, it's not gone. Okay, so they have some of the best forensic experts that can really dive into it and pull that stuff out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you both so
thanks,
much
Ryan.
for joining
Thanks,
us this
Thank
morning.
you.
Of course.
Yeah, to learn more about the firm, Ryan, and how they can protect and help you, go to thedefensefirm.com.